This is Chris Medales, and here we go. We're going to be talking about Attack on Titan, the final season, part two. This week's episode we're going to be talking about season four, episode four, or episode 79, and it was titled "Memories of the Future." So yeah, that was the title for this week's episode of Attack on Titan. Now, if you haven't yet, like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Word of Chris 1-800. Subscribe to my other YouTube channel, Chris Medales. Subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It'll all be down there in the description box. This week we're discussing about the latest episode of Attack on Titan. And boy, this episode was really good. Now last week's episode was amazing as well. You know, with Eren getting his head shot off by Gabby, and pretty much his head landing into Zeke's hands, and uh, Ymir walking up to Zeke and all that stuff. But so going off from what happened from last week's episode, this week's episode, we have Eren and Zeke looking into Grisha's memories. And, Eren's seen some of Grisha's memories and stuff that he told Zeke. And, pretty much it starts off with, Grisha holding baby Eren in his hands with Carla right there, right next to him. And Zeke's talking to Eren, talking about uh, pretty much he's a worthless dad and all that. I mean, he left me and stuff, and pretty much talking a lot of junk about Grisha. But then we see a scene with Grisha. He's in the basement and stuff at his desk, and pretty much he's like asleep. And what happens is he wakes up and he goes like, well, he's in his sleep he's saying, Zeke, I'm sorry, Zeke, and all that. And then he wakes up and he goes like, Zeke, is that you? And then pretty much what happens is it freaks Zeke out, because Eren and Zeke, they're in his memories and they are watching the events that was happening in Grisha's life from there to up where pretty much she's about to die. And pretty much Zeke is surprised that Grisha is pretty much acknowledging him, like knowing that he's there. So yeah, and then pretty much Grisha pretty much pushes, pretty much says like no, that can't be Zeke, not that old man, or whatever. So that's what happens there. But then then the next day comes around, and then it looks like Grisha is leaving the house. And pretty much we've seen these events from season one with Eren and Mikasa. They come back to the house, and Mikasa pretty much snitching on Eren, telling Carla and Grisha that that Eren wants to be a part of the scout regiment. And Carla saying no, he cannot, and Grisha's like, whatever. And pretty much he's about to leave out to go to work and all that because he's a doctor. And these are during the events of how he gets to like the founding Titan and stuff, when he attacks the Reese family and stuff. So yeah, it's during that timeline. So that's what he's saying. He said he's going to be gone for a couple days, to treat some patients or whatever. But he told Eren, he said, Eren, when I come back, I'm going to give you this key. And you get to see what's down there in the basement. And then Eren's like, okay, cool. So, pretty much, Grisha goes all the way down to where the Reese family is at, like Frida and all them. And, he's talking to Frida about about the Attack Titan and all that, how the Attack Titan can see the future. And Zeke looks at Eren, he goes like, isn't this true? And then Eren, instead, he didn't say nothing, he's walking up to Grisha, and Grisha is pretty much telling Frida that, hey, like, you need to stop this, like, we need to get away stopping this because he don't want Eren and Carla to die. He don't want any other people behind the walls to die either. He wants to end this senseless war, this racism and all that. He wants to end it all. And Frida, she's like, we can't do that. We're following by the king's orders and all that stuff. Because, they gotta go by what the first king said. Pretty much all that stuff. And, Grisha's like, he grabs a knife, he pulls out, and, he's about to stab himself to turn into his Titan form. And Frida's about to bite her hand as well. But Grisha drops the knife and he says, I cannot kill kids. He can't kill children and all that. And, he don't want to kill nobody. That's the way he is. I mean, obviously, he don't want to kill nobody. And pretty much everybody behind Frida is like, go ahead, turn into a Titan. Kill him right now while you got the chance, because the founding Titan cannot stand against the attack Titan in battle. So pretty much everybody's telling Frida to go ahead and transform and attack Grisha right now. And pretty much take the attack Titan powers from him before he can turn into it. And because if he turns into the attack Titan form, he can kill Frida and take the founding Titans. So yeah, they're trying to tell Frida to go ahead and kill him. And then all of a sudden, we see Eren. Eren comes up. The one that's with Zeke. And he comes up and he looks at Grisha. Grabs Grisha by the shoulders. And tells him, he said, you know what you came here for. You know what you gotta do. You know your job. These people are the reason why your sister's dead. Why she got killed by those dogs. Like, these people are for that reason. And, Grisha starts freaking out and everything. And Eren's pretty much forcing Grisha into attacking Frida and them. So Eren's the reason why these events are happening. He can see the future because he got the attack Titan powers. He can see the future and he's causing these events to happen. And Grisha, he freaks out. He turns into his Titan form, and he attacks Frida. He kills Frida and all them. He kills all the kids. The only one that got left alive was Rod Reese, and you already know what happens in those events, which is in season 3. But yeah, Grisha killed Frida. He gets the founding Titan. So yeah, he gets the attack Titan, and he gets the founding Titan abilities. So yeah, that's what happens. And Grisha he leaves out the building and all that from underground. And he's outside, and he can't believe that he killed innocent children. He cannot believe they killed the kids and, civilians and all that. He cannot believe they did that, And Zeke, Zeke is watching him, and Eren's watching him as well. And Grisha looks up at Zeke, and Zeke is surprised that Grisha, could actually recognize him. And Grisha looks at Zeke, he goes like, I'm so glad that I can see you, that you're grown up now. I'm sorry for what I did, for being a terrible father and all that. And he was apologizing to Zeke, and he looks at Zeke, he goes like, you don't want to be around Eren. You ain't going to get what you want, Zeke. Eren's going to get what he wants. And that's what he was telling Zeke. He said whatever Eren wants, he's going to get. And all that. So, pretty much he's warning Zeke. Eren's going to be doing some terrible things in the near future. Because I can see the future. Because I got the Attack Titan ability. So, yeah. That's what Grisha was telling Zeke. And then Zeke looks at Eren, and all of a sudden they got out of Grisha's memories, and you see Zeke getting thrown down to the ground, where they're in that place with the founder Ymir, and Zeke is just looking at Eren, says a few words, and it was it. So yeah, great episode. This week's episode of Attack on Titan was amazing. If you haven't yet, go check it out. man, this week's episode was great. But yeah, next week's episode is going to be a good one. But yeah, I haven't. So yeah, this week's episode, if you haven't yet, go check it out. Like I said, it was freaking fantastic. But yeah, now I'm done talking about Attack on Titan. Now, I know I haven't been doing any reviews on those last Attack on Titan episodes, the last few, or anything for like the last 2 years, because I've been gone for a little while. But I'm coming back, to review Attack on Titan. Later on, I'm going to be reviewing Demon Slayer, the new Demon Slayer episode that came out. Other animes as well, and some manga chapters, like, Dragon Ball Super next month, Boruto next month. I'm going to try to review, maybe some One Piece chapter reviews, maybe some Jujutsu Kaisen and Black Clover every week, and maybe some Mashle. It depends on, but yeah, like I said, I'm going to come back and I'm going to start reviewing some anime episodes and some manga chapters as well if you want me to. But yeah, that's everything I got to say. And like I said, if you haven't yet, go check out the latest episode of Attack on Titan because it was freaking amazing. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Chris Medales on YouTube. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, Word of Chris 1-800. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It'll all be down there in the description box. And I will see you guys later.